So Captain Archer turns the communication offer and asks to open the channel to the surface. Heralds of the Lost Colony are met with silence and no replies received. Welcome back, everyone. This is Panicking with GreyWolfs Den, and we are back with some more Stellaris Star Trek New Horizons mod. I debated this for a little while about coming back to it and playing the Federation, because you guys didn't get to see a lot of what goes on after you form the Federation and all the things that coincide with the shows and the movies. I decided to go back through and run it again as United Earth, hopefully getting to the Federation and not getting into all those wars like we did before. The reason that we did a restart is because we had a crash in the last recording that we did, and with the new update, it wasn't going along with the update from the mods because I still had the old mod. I could have went back and kept playing it, but decided that in the long run it would be better just to go ahead and play the new mod, the newer version of the mod and everything. Give you guys a better look at how all that went. So let's jump into it, and we will get back into United Earth with that Dominion fleet over DS9. Wow, wormhole in the back. That is a great picture. All right, so here we are, folks, back in the Sol system. So another reason I wanted to restart the game is after playing with the new update mod and everything, I started seeing some things that we didn't have, and I kind of liked it a little bit better. So let's go ahead and run through our research real quick and get that knocked out of the way, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. All right, so here it is. Now you have a council. You have Ministry of Defense, Prime Minister, and Head of Research. So let's go get us a member of someone per head of research. All right, so the ones you want to get is the ones that have the council position, the leader trait, as you can see right here, right above art aficionado. That just brings the edict cost down 20%. This one here is research speed, so we're going to put them in as our head of research. That way we'll get a little bit of a boost in a few things. Now let's go ahead and get us a science ship going. We will get right into our game once we get started. Of course, the Q Continuum is going to be here to help guide us along the way. You'll see a few things pop up here and there, especially at the start of the game, so we'll get past it as we go along. And of course, there he is right off the way, right off the bat. So if we do this, he disappears forever. We don't have to deal with him anymore, but that right there doesn't hurt. And plus, if you're new to the game, a few little things that he tells you is helpful. So our first administrator, promising candidate, our first promising candidate is Maxwell Forrest, and we're going to go ahead and hire Maxwell Forrest to be our governor over Earth. And you can see what all he does, the effects for the planet that he will have, and how much difference it'll make for us here on Earth. All right, so we already had one governor on there. As you see, we're going to come back and look at her, April, and see what she does. Artesian output. They don't do much artesian work here on Mars just yet, but they will eventually, so we'll throw her there. And as you see, Mars is going to need power soon too, so that'll be one of the first things we build there. Embassy for the Vulcans, we will do that. We will do any of the embassies as we've done before. In the first time we put up Stellaris on the channel, we will not do any commercial or research or immigration just yet, because it does eat into the influence. Influence is what you need to build outposts. So we are not going to be doing anything other than embassies starting off. Right. So let's get our first surveying scientist out here. Got one halfway built, and we're going to get some more up so we can get them all out here surveying these territories. And next science ship is up. Let's go ahead and get us a scientist on that. That is research speed and whole edict and research speed. So none of these guys are particularly good at, just the main thing being like survey speed or anomaly chance, discovery chance. So it doesn't really matter about these three, but we'll just go from the top down. I'm going to send her out to Wolf 359. We've got one going to Stro, and we'll try to get another one built up soon. Alright, so this is the NX project, Earth's ambitious plan to create a Warp 5 vessel. So as you'll remember from Zephyr Cochrane on, Earth has been trying to develop a faster spaceship, and they finally did it under Henry Archer, who is, of course, Jonathan Archer's father. So this is the process of going through to proceed the NX project. This is all the stuff they're talking about. Of course, there's Admiral Forrest and Ambassador Saval. So we'll get that going. And when it comes back up in 250 to, I think it said 295 days, we're going to need at least 100 alloy. So we have to be careful that we have enough there when that does come out, because it'll give us a chance to accelerate the program. And if we don't accelerate the program, we'll be a little bit behind. But hopefully we'll be able to accelerate the program. So I'm not going to jump on another science ship right away, just to make sure we have that enough to do so. All right. First contacts. Let's go ahead and send out Martin here. Yes, we know Q dilithium. Alright, so if we get another almost command station there. Stellaris has 9 to go through, Wolf 3, 5, and 10 to go. Alright, we now have enough to go ahead and build another science ship. If that NX project does come up, we have enough alloys to cover that. Alright, so we do have some a science station that we can build here on Sol, so we'll go ahead and do that as well. We get that science station right there built. They're not speeding. Alright, here it is. This is the NX project, of course, that we talked about before, and we're going to accelerate the project. And it gives us a mission log, so let's check it out. A new enterprise available. Research and let it do its thing. And of course, Q's telling us something else. Now, this is the Qpedia. Qpedia is anything you get stuck or have any questions, it's something you can go to. It tells you where you can go to in case you get stuck in a game or unsure about something. You can go there, and there's plenty of articles and everything. They'll tell you what all you need to know if you help you figure things out. All right, we have our other science ship built. Let's get another scientist out there, Brianna. One there. We'll send her to Bernard Star. The Enterprise should be popping up soon. There it is. Alright, with Earth's first Warp 5 vessel complete and ready to depart on her maiden voyage, it is now time for Starfleet to decide which of Earth's finest should command the ship and make history. 2 outstanding candidates exist. Jonathan Archer, son of renowned scientist and key member of the Warp 5 project, Henry Archer, and A.J. Robertson, famed test pilot and first human to break the Warp 2 barrier. Of course, we all know we're going to definitely go with Jonathan Archer. Don't worry, we can always go to our fleet here, jump over here, and we can add A.J. Robertson as our fleet commander. So both of them have a job. Both of them got something to do. Let's send Archer out here to survey this first system. And almost have enough for another science ship, so we will do that as well once that comes up. Research station in Sol has been completed. Let's do main engineering console. Looks like Stroh will be the first one to be finished as far as survey goes. We can go ahead and send the construction ship over there. He'll be there when it's needed. On screen shipyard. Let's get another science ship built. So Archer is at Groombridge, and he has a total of 9 to get through. Got one here with 8 other orders. 8 here, and Bernard Star is 11. And we have another science ship up already. Good deal. We'll put Delut in it, and we'll send him out to... Let's go ahead and send him to Cyrus first. We'll send him out to Cyrus and let him survey that area. Divine it, Artesian Shop. Our planet's looking good so far. Everything's good. Hopefully we'll get everything. Alright, we got a cultural mission to Vulcan Holy World. Pinjam appears to many on Earth to be a paradox. The Vulcan people claim to be innately logical, eschewing superstitions. However, at the heart of their culture are a number of rituals and beliefs that are distinctly religious in nature. By dispatching a cultural mission to the holy world of Pinjam, we may be able to understand our neighbors better. We know we have a mission log, and it is we got a little time on it. Let's see, will they be? I don't think anybody will be ready, but we do have what was the guy's name? Lou heading to Cyrus. Now we could go ahead and send him on to Pinjam, which I think that's what we're gonna do. Go ahead and send him on to Pinjam to go ahead and knock that out the way, and then we'll continue on with the other planets when he gets done. Earth is we're gonna go ahead and throw in another construction ship. That was gonna be our main things, building all of our outposts, of course, so make sure we have a couple around to get everything done. There's a minor civilization here. They call themselves the Republic of Axon.
Admit the truth.
I think that was loud. Kind of scared me for a second. And like I said before, no research, no commercial, no immigration just yet. Not until we get our borders kind of defined. I feel a little bit better about ourselves, about our standing. Alright, arriving at Pinjam, Captain DeLute is greeted at functionary manner by Takash, the monastery elder. After a short tour of the monastery entrance hall, Takash appears eager to send DeLute on his way, unsure whether the odd behavior is typical for the monks to all visitors or whether something else is bothering the elder Vulcan. DeLute moles investigation further. Let's do it. And we'll knock out. Alright, hold on a second there. We'll knock out economics there on the research part. Captain DeLue's concern appears to have been warranted, as further investigation of the grounds has uncovered the presence of an Andorian strike team holding most of the monks hostage, claiming that the monastery is being used to hide a subspace listening post targeting Gamma aliens. Their leader threatens to detain Captain DeLute and the rest of the way team as Vulcan collaborators. So we expose the listening post, or do we keep it a secret? Captain DeLue's attempt to rescue the Vulcan monks has succeeded as the way team quickly overpower the attackers. Damage to severe monastery walls reveals a number of hidden spaces leading to a vast underground chamber inside subspace listening post the Andorians claimed was being used against them. Faced with the knowledge that the Vulcan High Command had subverted one of their own holy sites for covert surveillance, Captain DeLue mulls his options on how to respond. And of course, Archer in the show Enterprise, Star Trek Enterprise, exposes it, and that's what we're going to do too. News that Vulcan High Command was using the holy sites to hide covert listening posts spread rapidly after the Andorian strike team on Pinjam were allowed to depart. While the implications for Earth-Vulcan relations are worrying, it appears the Andorian Empire will be open to further dialogue in the future. So, hurt ourselves with one, get help from another. Embassy with the
We
Andorians.
backed out now. Everything we fought for is meaningless.
Contact established, and let's go to our council agenda. Alright, so this is another thing that, like I told y'all earlier about the Minister of Defense, Head of Research, and the Prime Minister, you also have agendas that you can put in. And we can now launch our first agenda. Initial opportunities, once you initialize it, was 4% to happiness. Once upon launch, it is now at 10%. And we can go in here and unlock others. These are some of the available right now. And you scroll down, this is your launched. These are available depending on if you have this type of government: xenophobe, materialist, authoritarian, materialistic, or militarist. So like I said, this is the one that launched. Now, at this point, our best option, or this is the agendas that we have. This one is we come in peace. It will help with border frictions, but it will drop our naval capacity. We don't have a big navy right now, but don't want to put that in a position that it can hurt us and everything right starting off. Open arms is trade value and immigration. Not really big on that right now either. Give and take is factions in the group or in the system that have come about. If you are egalitarian, then this is beneficial to them. But the one we're going to shoot for is Evolving Society, which is help to our monthly unity. Monthly unity is, of course, what we use to buy hire all of our leaders. So we need that. And right now we're at a loss, so we need to get some more in. Let's go ahead and upgrade the fleet and get these surveys done so we can get some more outposts built. And we have Captain Erica Hernandez has now become available. Another one we can put in for a fleet admiral if their need arises anytime soon. Of course, we need some more ships for that to happen. Let's go through research, get all this stuff knocked out, taken care of. Still 4 there. 5. All right, let's see what's going on here. Due to a major clerical error, parts of Luna has fallen behind in infrastructure maintenance and accommodation services. People live in rather bleak conditions and will not tolerate it for long. Remedying these problems will cost us time and effort. So we can say, screw it, and just they get some slums and some wasteland, or we can invest, which is going to hurt us, but that's what we're going to have to do. Not so much hurt us on the energy credits, but hurt us on the influence. We lost 100 because of that. Let's see, embassy. Stellaris want to establish an embassy.
No.
Andorians want research.
For a war against us. Your people have no experience in being indebted to anyone.
Nope. And if you caught that voice from that Andorian, you remember Star Trek Enterprise show. That is Jeffrey Combs, who plays Wei-Yun in DS9. I think he has a few parts in maybe Lower Decks as well. But he's a really good actor, and like I said, he's been on a lot of Star Trek shows, series.
We know they're preparing for a war against us.
See, that's his voice. That's when it's a saying that a phrase that he was saying to Archer. I think right at that when Archer and T'Pol discovered they didn't discover the Andorians really discovered it, but the listening post on Pinjam. I think it was around that time. Don't hold me to that. Leaving the anomalies for a better time. Did we ever get that? Yeah. There's a construction ship. We need to go ahead and move it over here. No, thank you, sir. I'm sorry, not at the moment. We have other fish to fry. Okay, here we go. Nabo moved the Andorian Imperial Guard have laid siege to a Vulcan world in Panmokar, which was once known as Wathon and a former Andorian colony. It remains to be seen how the Vulcans respond to this act. This is how the Vulcans respond to the act. They call us for help. Greetings, we have come to you in an uncustomary position of formally requesting aid from your Starfleet. A few days ago, a contingent of armed forces from the Andorian Empire unlawfully broke a long-established treaty between our worlds and placed troops. English is hard. And placed troops on the Vulcan colony of Panmokar. The logical response is to attempt diplomatic solutions. However, the Andorians cuts off. We'll agree to help. Just that'll improve standings with us and the Andorians and vice versa. Alright, let's go ahead and get that marked. Ceasefire. Let's see. Anybody close? Well, he might be close. He's got 2 more to go through. Let's see how he does. First fleet upgraded. First fleet gonna get upgraded again. What are we at? 397. Optimal computer. Let's go with the fusion warp engine. They need to be upgraded again already.
Your people have no experience in interstellar affairs.
Technology. Polarized hull plating. Alright, so we have a promising candidate in Major Matthew Harris. Promotion to General. Let's upgrade our fleet again. And let's look at our guy here. It's 8%. Almost done with that. So yeah, he should be able to make it there in time once he gets through with this survey. So we'll be good to go. Fleet upgraded again. Groombridge fully surveyed. Let's set over here and survey this system here. There's a habitable planet, Terra Nova. So, if you watched the show before, or if you watched the last playthrough that we did for Stellaris on the Federation, you'll know that Terra Nova is possibly a colony if it wasn't destroyed. So, a human colony. So we'll have to check and see if they're still there. That'll come up in the survey. Couple of admirals, that's all we're really seeing right now. So we'll just stick with what we got. Alright, let's go ahead and send them on there to get that done, because he's not going to have enough time. It's 190 days to get to the planet itself. So we're still going to be cutting it close doing this. Probably should have left a little bit earlier. Alright, so the Calendar Scrolls. Tellarite has agreed to a mutually beneficial solution with Andorian concerning the Calendar Scrolls, with access to the scrolls secured for all Andorian Empire citizens. The Tellarite government has agreed to pay reparations and ensure the high maintenance public facility the scrolls are held in. Additionally, the symbolic admission of wrongdoing has gone a long way to placate many of those on Andoria who demanded their return. So Stro has been fully surveyed. We'll go ahead and get our base up, our outpost up. We'll send the Franklin on to the next location. Still hoping they get down here in time. It's not looking good. They're not moving. Fusion drive is done. Alright, let's get over here. We got a couple of first contacts we need to send out. And we got the outpost, of course, built. So we have Tellarites here, and Run Star here. A few left there. Okay. We're on check and see how much they got finished or completed. Let's go ahead and move the construction ship down here and get this. Whoa. Alright, so Terra Nova was the location of one of the United Earth's first extrasolar colonies. Having received no communication from the planet in years, every effort should be made to determine the fate of the expedition. So Captain Archer turns the communication offer and asks to open the channel to the surface. Hails to the lost colony are met with silence and no replies received. Archer consults with science officer requesting analysis. There are no biosigns, but the colony appears to be intact. Sensors also indicate low levels of surface radiation. Let's assemble a away team and get them down there. Let's hold tight for just a second so we can get a few things done here. They are going to go ahead and get that construction ship on the mining. We'll have him come out and finish that last bit up there. Is he finished? Alright, so Captain's Log Supplemental. The away team shuttle has landed on the surface near the colony. All that they have found so far are empty buildings covered in rust and foliage. There are no signs of weapons fire or any indication of what happened here. Archer orders the away team to the colony's communication relay to pull whatever information they can be accessed. The captain and security officer begin to search the area for further clues. Science ship down here is finished. I'm going to have them, actually let's just have them go back here, have them go to Cyrus. They are building a starbase, or space starbase. They're building a starbase. I said that right? What? Alright, let's upgrade the fleet and upgrade some colonies, Mars and Luna. Alright, after hours of searching the ruins of the settlement, Captain Jonathan Archer detects a life form on his tricorder. Pursuing the life sign, he follows it to a nearby cave system. The security officer takes point and proceeds into the opening, proceeding deeper beneath the surface. Both officers are ambushed by inhabitants of the cave. Scaring back the primitive attackers with warning shots, they head back to the entrance. Moments before the mouth of the cave, the security officer is struck by a flint spear and killed. Archer narrowly escapes. We're going to attempt to negotiate. The captain and a medical officer head to the surface to retrieve the body of the dead security officer. Upon arrival, they are able to locate the entrance to the cavern complex and navigate it to a room where the security officer's body has been left. The captain shouts out, "Let us try to negotiate, no more bloodshed today." The Novians emerge and, accepting the peaceful intentions, agree bringing the captain to a large cavern deep in the tunnels. After hours of negotiation, Captain Archer is able to convince the Novians, as they call themselves, to trust the crew of the Enterprise NX-01. So we'll see how things work out with Archer and the Novians. After an intense negotiation period and promises of aid, the Novians agree to move back to the surface and resettle the colony. The cause of their initial retreat to the caves, a wave of deaths due to local radiation hazards, is identified and treated using technology from the Enterprise, developed years after the colony was established. Enterprise sends a communication to Earth explaining the situation and requests assistance. With the aid from the rest of the crew of the Enterprise, they are able to help build the new colony on Terra Nova. So we now have a colony on Terra Nova. Alright, United Earth Embassy on Vulcan has been a target of successful terrorist attack. Several hundred human and Vulcan casualties have been reported. Domestic violence is almost unheard of on Vulcan, and no group has yet claimed responsibility. However, many of the Vulcan intelligence service believe the bombing to be the work of the Serenite movement, a group of dissatisfied within the Fennec administration's foreign policy. So we are going to jump into this investigation. If you guys do remember from the show Star Trek Enterprise, Archer and the Enterprise went to Vulcan homeworld for this very thing because there was a bombing on the embassy bombing. So we'll see what takes place if we end up doing what happened in the show, if something else comes along. But until then, we will see you guys next time. Thanks again for stopping by. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and we will see you guys next time.